husband's Pedro Hernandez Ramirez. He was driving with my 16-year-old daughter on the 26th of April of this year, and he was pulled over for a defaulty license plate light. And basically, the officer had said to him, we were just looking for people that were drinking and driving, but we want to identify you. Well, to make a long story short, he was detained and deported back to Mexico, and I was told, well, before he was deported, I ran and filed a state deportation quickly with an attorney, and the turnaround was so fast. He was already in Mexico, I believe, before they probably even got a chance to flip a page or two of what I was wanting him to know. I sent all medicals, I sent everything, showing how important my husband's role in my family was. He was deported back to Mexico, and I was told, run down to Mexico and you guys get married and we'll bring him back. And I did that quickly and came back to find out that it didn't work that way. I said, I'm in a race against time. I have a 24-year-old son with cerebral palsy, a tube feed. I have sciatic nerve. Sometimes I don't even feel the left side of my leg, and I can fall, and I do fall in front of everybody. I have a 5-year-old son that this all took place in front of him while he was left alone in the vehicle and his father detained. And I could vouch for Maria, the pain doesn't go away. My son can see a police officer and he ducks. He ducks right in the floor and says, "El malo, mommy." It happened to him, and we're gonna, by prayers and the grace of God, we're gonna be able to pull it together and keep our family together. But we still have this fear. Pedro's in Mexico and I'm suffering. What do I do? So he re-enters the United States illegally once again to help me keep my family together. Because I was so scared that I was going to lose my son that's 24 years old that I fought my entire life to keep at home with me. What do I do? What do I do? Pedro panicked and re-entered the United States illegally. And ICE got wind of it. And 10 days later, he was taking the baby to the store to buy a St. Judas candle and a toy Ninja Turtle at Toys R Us. And they were waiting 4 days. I noticed him and seen him, and I said, it's just a coincidence, it's a coincidence. And they just pulled him over and left the baby in the car and detained their dad. And it was horrible. The pain's never going to go away. But thanks be to God, he got into the U.S. Marshals, and I got an attorney, and she fought, and I opened my heart and my home, begging for people to please help me. Please don't leave me here to do this on my own. And I got the people to help me and support me, and I was able to do a state deportation for my husband, and it was granted. Walking on faith, and thank God that I was able to do that, but that's temporary. Pedro stayed here is temporary. We go back on August 16th again and see what needs to be done. But I can speak firsthand that the family life is not taken in consideration what goes on in home. If they would have just listened and seen, I was begging them, put 2 ankle bracelets on every member of my household. Don't take this man, please. Don't take my husband. I can't do this. I can't pack up and go to Mexico. I can barely pack up and take my son to Walmart. And the rest of us. And to this day, the pain is there. It hurts. It's really bad. We have nightmares. Instead of my 16-year-old focusing on her homecoming dress and what college she's going to go to, she was trying to help me do what Pedro was doing, mowing the grass and taking out the dogs. The dogs run. We didn't know how important it is when Pedro yells for the dogs and they come back, but they don't come back for us. Now what do we do? We're not only losing our family united, but the dogs are going haywire, So I finally went very public and said, I'm walking on faith. I got to do this. I don't care if I lose everything. Live under a tree and suck a dry chicken bone. I have to please make sure Pedro gets to stay here. we got it granted. And he's here with me today. Thank to the people in immigration taking a second look at our case. But why can't this be Maria? I don't feel happy. I don't feel happy and I'm not at peace. Because Maria has her little boy there that has a soul, and his soul, the size of Brigo. Who's going to show him how to play basketball? Pedro's here, showing Louis how to play basketball and tie shoes and, being my right-hand man like he always has. But Maria's family doesn't have this opportunity. We need to help. And united we stand, right? United we stand. And we all need to come together. Look at the whole picture. Don't pick and pull what you want to see and what you don't want to see, because Brigo's there and no one knows what this lady goes through on a day-to-day basis in her household, like they didn't care or want to know what went on in my household, And we need to take a deeper look at the lifestyle of these families that are being pulled together. And it's not a criminal selling drugs or a rapist or a defaulty license plate, for the sake of God. A license plate light. And it was destroying our family. And we're 5 U.S. citizens. How in the world are we going to pack up and go to Mexico to care for my son? So what do? Choose between my husband and our family? How are we going to do this? We need a fix to the problem. Oh, we got to go slow, go slow. But everybody that's falling into cracks while everybody's dragging their feet, like Maria. So we do need to stand up and make a change. And we need to become united. Y sí se puede. Thank you.